what you would like to say.
Yeah, I'm not happy with what you just pulled. My name is Patrick Page. You know, Mr. Hool, you got to ask yourself how unhuman this is. I've asked you people to reconsider when I spent good money, when you sent me to the state, and you have people on your board who are arbitrary, capricious, and biased. They've damaged my family immensely. And now you got Attorney Houghton in the paper here willing to write up this bogus stuff. It's past 3 years. You're changing your rules again. You got your way through one of your commissioners by not setting a precedent. And these individuals have, I'm telling you, I am extremely angry, and they should know it. They got no business voting on my property ever again. And right now...
Can I just say one thing, Mr. Page? This was not meant to do anything improper. This was designed... Could you please listen to me, sir? This was designed to give you an opportunity to move forward.
There's nothing to move forward on. There's no money. The house isn't available. It was all about so my wife's sister could move there and live next to us. It was no. This is bogus for you to say that. With all respect, Mr. Chair, this is not fair. It's not just. It's absolutely litigation strategies, because you just said you went in executive session. You don't go in executive session unless it's litigation strategies. You're harming us by not giving us what's rightfully owed us through the town insurance in court.
That's not an issue for us.
Yeah.
What we've done is simply to clear the way for you to move forward.
No, what you've done is you've harmed us more. You've got Oak Street connected illegally, the YMCA. Mr. Hool, with all respect, this don't look too good for you people, because you knew the pipe was, you knew.
That's not part of this issue, sir.
Yeah, it's every part of this issue, because you gave me a positive when Norman Hayes, I should be up here with these facts. Ever since 1989, when I went and moved here, I've never been listened to, hardly any. Thank God we have videotapes, because all of this evidence that I have 3 boxes high, it's a hate crime. You not personally, but the commission and Rob have and the staff, they shut down my perk test illegally. So many things. And what town attorney did to me up at the YMCA, criminal harassment. Remember, I won in court. So this is very extremely, this is something I hope that this town will write in the history books. And I'll tell you, I'm not going away. I said to Rob tonight, why can't we work together? Why do you have to pull this again? You know, I met with the State of Mass Highway today concerning the easement which overflowed illegally on this parcel. Norman Hayes, the first night, if you can remember, flags 1 through 3 were over an easement which was exempt under the state and town bylaws. And you held me to a higher environmental standard, which just your last meeting, Mr. Hool, you stated, because I keep a log, and I've been watching you for 6 years. You know, you've had Navigation Way, you've had a broken pipe out in the harbor, you've had the new skating rink. I've kept a log up at the YMCA, the new housing, all the sediment and pollutants from 132 have greatly increased. The waters are egregious. You know, I didn't want to come up here and start telling you how the facts are, but you've pulled something right now without even deliberating fairly. You went and you voted again to agree with the state. It's over. 3 years is over. I've been harmed. I said to Mr. Houghton, why don't we all get together? Because right now you need the easement legally up on Oak Street, and 132 is connected illegally. I says, why? And I said this to Mr. Rob Gatewood years ago. I says, our land is absolutely dividable. Why don't you take this old cranberry bog where these 3 ditches are, and you can do a good thing. Because when the water comes down onto my property, it goes into 3 fingers, and nobody's ever listened to me. And that's why my anger is way up here. It's because I've had the answers and nobody wanted to listen. And then it goes into 1 ditch, and then it heads out to federal waters. And this is egregious. This is unbelievably harmful. And pardon me, miss, you've got nothing to do with it. I want to make that clear right now. The lady on the board has nothing to do with it. So I apologize to her right now. I really do, sincerely. And another chair that was absent several times, you know, this is not fair, what you've done to me. And I'll tell you, I don't think I'll ever get over it. You have no idea as a board how you've destroyed my wife's family. This stuff has snowballed into such. You have no idea. And yet, at the end of the day, the end of all of what you're doing under the Constitution does not justify the means of what you've done. Okay? Now, I mean what I said. I want an investigation of the individuals of this board. They don't belong on the board. I demand an investigation now. You did it again. The stress that we felt all day today, and I've asked to have this not done this way. Furthermore, I wasn't even notified legally within a certain time period.
This is not a public hearing, sir.
See?
You have no application in
I
front of the
had
commission.
every right to come back, as you said, Mr. Chair, if you go back to November 5th, November 8th, 05, you all said, take it to the state. Let them decide. I did. I had the dean scientist of this community, Mr. Norman Hayes, and a very expensive engineering company do everything by the book. And Mr. State Man comes down and he says, did you do borings over here like this? I never said. A certain chairman said I was trying to get away with something. I never. I'm the guy that stopped the mosquito control from ripping it up, which they did. They ripped right through my land and all that sediment. So, no. What happened here tonight, I'm telling you right now, this better not have implications on my money that's owed me in court. I want my money and I want my life back.
Thank you, Mr.
You
Page.
can have the easement, but I'll tell you, you're not going to harm my family anymore.
Thank you for coming. Ms. Saunders, would you like to speak?
I would.
Thank
And
you.
I hope the